It's not even 6 o'clock on a Monday morning, and it already feels like a Monday morning. It's time to get moving on this Monday morning so this Monday morning doesn't feel like a Monday morning anymore. Let's go pick up some baby pigs. This morning we're headed down to the sow unit again. We're going to pick up, I think, about 500 pigs this morning. We're going to bring them back, put them in Dad's building, and then after we get done with that, I'm going to go and try to wrap up putting in outlets in the White House. Golly, there are a lot of things to do today. So you guys are going to fall off the dash. We don't want that. I'm going to end this before this turns out poorly for the camera. We are here at the sow unit. Pick up about 500 or so pigs this morning. Get them loaded up, take them back home. I'm all ready for the pigs to come. They're still weaning the pigs inside. So these pigs that we're going to pick up today are anywhere from 16 to 20 days old. On here we've got wood shavings. You can see it's really clean. We want it to be clean because then the pigs aren't going to pick up any disease from past groups that we've had on here. Really concerned about the health of these pigs. We want to make sure that they have the best opportunity to succeed, and that starts right here. Had a couple questions. Why do I wear this mask when I'm in here loading and unloading the baby pigs? You see, I have a ton of allergies. So in order to preserve my lungs, I wear this mask so that when I get home I can still breathe and I don't have to suck on an inhaler all day. The other reason is, let's just clear this up. Pigs stink. Pigs stink. And for those of you who say that it's the smell of money, it is absolutely not the smell of money. It is the smell of poop. And if I don't wear this mask, I go home, that dust gets into my lungs just a little bit, and my breath's going to smell like pigs. And I hate the smell of pigs. Hate it. Then when I go home, Taylor sees me, and she still wants to kiss me. If I have pigs on my breath, she's going to smell me and be like, nope, you can go take a shower and we'll deal with this later. So we're just going to wait here on the trailer. Alright, got my exercise in for the morning.
Running a little late.
I'm ready for you. Like 645 today. It's like 145 more than I thought. Alright, I'm loaded. We're going to get going. Headed back. These pigs off of here. Check to make sure that they look happy. Look pretty comfortable. Let's get them home. Back home now. Got to get these pigs unloaded. Dad's already started on them before I even got out of the truck. I think the pigs are a little bit warm. That I mentioned are in the truck that we can take in or out. Keep the pigs cooler or warmer. We can open it up. You see we've got a couple of them out here. And we've got this one pulled down because it's getting a little warm in there. We want to make sure that they stay comfortable. They're all laying down, super comfortable in there. Got them fed and everything already.
Had enough time.
This will be easy.
Hot in here. Not used to this 80 degrees that these little pigs like. These guys are super comfortable. That's all the pigs on the trailer. That's good because I am so hot.
I'm gonna pull the truck around to the south side of the shed and just leave it sit out for today. Try to get that trailer to dry out. And if I don't have to put a stinky trailer in a building, I don't want to. Came into the shop for a bit. Here's someone banging around in the wash bay. Thought no one was going to get beans hauled this morning, but see, the truck's still outside.
Look at all that dirt down there. They had that. Oh,
and I had to scrape it, and I had to broom it, and I had to go back and scrape it again because there's so much crud. And I'm sweating from pushing this thing around. I have to go back again and sweep things. You can see where the dust is already settled over there.
I got done checking my pigs. I am at the White House now, and I am going to wire up a few outlets before lunch, and then probably wire up a lot more outlets after lunch.
Look at the house.
Oh, who's that? No, that's not what you wanted. I'm hungry. Get really hungry sometimes. I just want some lunch. So I'm gonna go have some lunch. So last summer we had a derecho. Derecho is a storm that has winds that blow really, really hard. You have all these different things that come from that. Trees blown down, we had crops flat. In the end, there was a lot of corn that we couldn't harvest because that corn was blown down so flat we couldn't get the combine through it. We had to just destroy it. And so we pulled a disc through. We pulled a piece of tillage equipment that's called a vertical tillage tool through there just to try to chop up those stalks so that we could get planted this spring. When we did some of that, one thing that we had some people who were trying was some cover crops. So instead of just leaving the fields bare after harvest, they're putting a crop that they're seeding on there that they're going to terminate. So we put some cereal rye out. You can see way out there the corn stalks, and it goes to grass, and this rye, cereal rye is a grass. Same as corn is also grass. So we planted our soybeans right into this cereal rye. As this rye decomposes over the year, it's going to provide an essential nutrient for crops, which is nitrogen. The thing we're concerned about, this stuff is tall. Our concern is possibly that when this rye is killed, it's going to fall over and smother the bean. You can see these beans that are coming up are about finger height. So something that I've noticed is in the rye, the beans are a lot taller, so they're trying to grow straight up to try to get some sunlight. You can see over here, it's like halfway up my palm. So they're a lot taller. I don't know what that means. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I think we're gonna find out at the end of the year. So I love these types of experiments. See what happens, see what doesn't happen. It's really the only field of green cover crop that's still around. Everything else has been terminated. Gives the neighbors something to talk about. Family farm guys, they're crazy. Honestly, as I look out here, sometimes I feel like I'm crazy too. It's about to rain, and we've got a tree. It's an ash tree. It's basically dead. It's got the emerald ash for it, and we're gonna take it down before it dies completely so that we can get something else planted in its place. I hate taking trees down because I love trees. I love the shade on a house, but if it's gonna die, we're gonna get it down, get it out of the way so we can get the yard graded and then get another tree grown in its place. Well, that went better than we expected. I think we're going to drag it out to the timber and just let it rot out there instead of cutting it up and burning it. That's a big tree back there. Dad and Noah are going to start a fire with some trees we dug out that are kind of in the way of the field.
What we're going to be doing here today is starting a big pile of logs and trees on fire to get rid of them. Still trees from the derecho last year that came through here. We're going to try to get this all burned up, and we'll try to get it started up.
There's some trees that are growing in the yard, and there's no reason to have the trees here. So, Noah's gonna dig them out, throw them on the fire. Noah's taking so long, I may need a bathroom. Well, hey, look what I found. Someone conveniently placed this outhouse here.
Dude.
I don't think that'll hold my weight. Don't really want any splinters either. Bum splinters. load up some pigs. See how I did. Frankly, it's not very often that I get it the first time and I don't have to go back and do it again. You know what's something that's really disheartening? When you back up to a building the first time, you're all ready to go, you look in the door and you realize, I already filled this building with pigs. I'm at the wrong building. Some days, guys, I wonder about my sanity. I just don't think I have it all together. You guys come and watch and it takes me 2 times a day. Before we put any pigs in this building, I want you guys to be able to see what this building looks like. We got all the market pigs out of here, power washed it, we let it sit for a few days, and then we disinfect it to try to get any germs out of here that could potentially be here. Really spotless, it's really clean. We have to have that when these baby pigs come in here because baby pigs are really susceptible. Their immune systems aren't fully developed yet. This is a heater, radiant heater. Heats down right below this with an infrared heat that keeps the floor warm, keeps the mats warm. Right here, we're running the heater about 90 degrees. We put feed for the pigs down here on the mat so that they can get to it. This is right under the heater where it's nice and warm. So the pigs are gonna wanna lay on these, keep warm, they're gonna wanna eat. It's a good way to get them started. If there's heat and food in the same spot, they're gonna stay warm and they're gonna eat. What we're feeding these pigs, first ingredients, milk products, plant protein products, grain products, vegetable oil, dextrose. These are all things that are really, really good for these pigs. So each pig gets a 1/4 pound of this. It'll take them about the first 36 hours to eat that up. After that, we go to bulk feed. It's stored in the outside feed bins. That feed then comes in through this feed line, drops down into these feeders, and the pigs will then eat that feed off of this shelf. Also in these feeders, which is kind of cool, we've got water right here.